Hi again everyone, Scott Player Pop Cult Fan here, and in this video I would like to review a brand new horror film that just came out on Netflix 2 days ago, and by the way, July 4th. 4th of July, so hopefully you guys are having a great holiday. Me, I'm probably just gonna relax until I go to work, because I do work today, but yeah, so brand new horror film that just came out on Netflix 2 days ago, called Fear Street Part 1, 1994. It is the first film of a trilogy, 3 films that will be streaming on Netflix last Friday, next Friday, and the Friday after that. So it's kind of a trilogy of horror films, and it's called Fear Street, based on a series of novels by R.L. Stine, who is the same author that wrote the Goosebumps novels. So, for those of you that are huge fans of Goosebumps, it's kind of a more grown-up storytelling of Goosebumps in a way, but obviously it's different. You know, it's kind of based on this one singular town called Shineside or something. I forget exactly. Sunnyside. I forget what it was exactly, but yeah. So what's interesting about this movie is that there's this supernatural threat that you get teases of in these news articles, and there's this sort of different time periods that this supernatural threat has caused mayhem in the town in different time periods. And because this is a first film in a trilogy, we're going to see these different time periods of other killers, I guess I could say, which they're all connected by this supernatural threat, because there are different people that have killed people in different time periods in this town, which I find very fascinating. And what I liked about this movie is that it kind of harkens back to 90s nostalgia of slasher films, particularly Scream. Like, the cold open of this movie opens with a kill very much inspired by the first Scream film, how that movie opened and how that kill was drawn out, played by I forget her name at the top of my head at the moment, but the actress that appeared at the very beginning of this first Scream movie, a well-known actress. I can't remember her name at the top of my head right now, but similar in this movie, there's a known actress, Maya Hawke, who was on Stranger Things. She gets killed at the beginning of the movie, and it's just very similar to Scream. And also, I liked how this movie had a mystery with this supernatural threat, and how it was going to play out in the next 2 films as well, and this sort of mystery being unfolded as the characters in the movie start to unravel that. And another thing that is a criticism that I do have about this movie is that because it's a group of teenagers, so naturally it's another teen slasher film, which, you know, I've mentioned before in some of my previous videos how I'm not a huge fan of teen slasher flicks, just based on all the stereotypes and all the sleaziness involved with groups of teenagers in horror films like this. But yeah, other than that, another criticism I have about the movie is that because there's that mystery of the supernatural threat, there's a lot of exposition that gets thrown at the end that kind of, you know, not really necessary, but I guess it kind of is, but not really, because we have 2 more movies that'll also be exploring this. So just that those few issues with the teens and with the exposition. But other than that, though, I really enjoyed this movie, and I also like how this movie and I'm guessing the next 2 films as well kind of did the same thing that the Stranger Things TV show did, by being inspired and influenced by a lot of other horror films, like the Scream movies, for example. And it looks like the next movie after this, Part 2, 1978, it looks like that movie will have a little bit more influence on movies like Halloween and Friday the 13th, as I saw in the font for the preview of that next film. So yeah, if I had to give a grade for this movie, I would give it a B. That is my grade for Fear Street Part 1, 1994. And then my next review that I want to do will be for The Tomorrow War, which is a science fiction action film starring Chris Pratt, aka Star-Lord, as well as J.K. Simmons. So I'm excited to review that movie for you guys. And yeah, so that should do it for this review. And I'm hoping you guys have a great holiday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.